If I have to record this a third time because I missed that red jewel, I am going to like / rage quit for the night. Like, this, folks, could potentially be the first time in this short history of this channel where I literally am going to put in a clip at the beginning of the episode where I just admit that I am wholly defeated. Hello YouTube, Jared here with another episode of Games Done Slow and Bad, where we play games slowly and often badly. And hey, guess what? I already recorded this episode, but I did not hit save. So everything's gonna blend together. This lady is making a bunch of statues, which is great, until she makes all those statues. Once you hit 1,000, what's left to live for? Nothing, that's what. This is a dead angel. She appears to be sleeping, but she's dead. Hence the, like, they can't go in the sun. So I don't know what I've shown and what I haven't shown. Because I have lost all of my content. I recorded for an hour. Or at least I thought I recorded for an hour. Turns out I didn't record for an hour. Aha! Red jewel. This is the room of sadness. If their bodies are exposed to the sun for too long, they'll perish. This room is sad. Why is this room sad, you might ask? Well, let's talk to these women dancing. People here love to dance. They do. I dance to remember what it feels like to be human, but it doesn't make you feel human. All these paintings on the walls. The picture on the wall was painted by Ishtar, but the model in the painting was lost. We are expressionless, but Ishtar painted us with faces overflowing with human kindness. After that, people wanted to be painted flocked here. Oh, that's nice. There's a painter. But wait. I used to dance with the person in that picture. Oh. So these are all people who disappear when they're painted in the pictures. That's a little odd. With a form in which humans evolve. Emotionless, joyless, and only women. Read into that what you'd like. This is the Angel Village. If our bodies are exposed to the sun for too long, we'll perish. Yep, I believe we learned that in the previous episode. So here's a bunch of sunlight, because no one liked to patch the freaking holes in the roof. Once, a human woman named Kara came here. Ishtar praised her beauty. Then she went to his studio. So, just to establish, Ishtar is basically Harvey Weinstein. It's a more timely way to think about that. I'll show you the way to the studio. And here is the least helpful directions in the world. Go with the wind. If you look at which way the torch flame bends, you'll understand. Down the dark street through where the wind blows to where you can hear the waterfall. Then look for the place where the sound of the waterfall is loud. Ishtar Studios in front. Be careful. That's the least helpful directions in the world. What she really means to say is go down to the basement and go through the creepy door down in the basement. The lady will tell you can go through if you want, but by the way, it's covered in monsters. So, you know, just be ready for that. So I lost an hour of footage. Do I know the painter Ishtar? Yeah, sure I do. It's on the other side of this door, but in front, creatures with hate in their hearts are waiting. If you must go, you can open the door. That's a great door to keep out monsters. We established in the previous episode that all of these monsters in this area are actually humans who have been corrupted into these forms. So really, we're about to kill a whole bunch of people. Let's do it. 1, 2, troll bats. Okay, so this guy is a boomerang. These skeletons hit like a freaking truck. They move super fast. They are some of the most annoying enemies in the game. The bats are also quite annoying because they wait for you to be on a similar plane to them before they come through. Now we can slide tackle some of the bats, but generally it's just move and strike, move and strike. So I'm going to make doubly sure we get everything here, because this is a really trolly, mazy type area, and it's quite annoying. So if you notice, all the torches bend away. So the torches all bend away from the area we're trying to get to. Just an interesting little side note. As if, like, something is telling you that this guy is probably evil and you should stay away. Our strength increased. Every time we get hit in this level, we're going to lose, like, 3 hearts. And that's pretty rough. I mean, if you look in the last place, we were losing, like, 1 heart per strike. Now, all of a sudden, you're bleeding 3 every hit. It is rough. We're going to make sure that we kill everything here, because power-ups are going to be... To say enormous in the next area is an understatement. They're going to be mission critical. These guys hit like a truck. We need more defense. We need to hit them like a truck so we can get rid of them quicker. And we need more health so when we do get hit by the truck, we don't die instantaneously. Alright, these guys are annoying as well. That mouth is the only part of it that can be hit, so slide attack is great for that, but positioning the slide attack is super hard. Alright, there we go. So you see, this is not the door because you see the torch bending away from it. Alright, so interesting fact about these monsters, their center body actually explodes and damages you. Super annoying when you're trying to just get through this level without using up all your herbs. So in the last episode, we used herbs a few times. That's a crutch that we can't keep going back to. It's a well that runs dry pretty quickly. If you notice, you don't get money in this game to purchase more herbs. So once you burn out your herbs, you are done skis. Now this game is forgiving enough in terms of having to like redo a section, such that you're not going to be like completely up the creek, but it's going to be annoying enough that you're not going to want to do it. So here's something incredibly trolly. These bats completely blend in with the darkness. So this entire section of this level is just me trying to kill all the bats because I want the power-ups. And attempting to not get hit by them because it's going to take about 3 blips of health, which is annoying. Then we get back out here, and what are we greeted by? Puzzles. Puzzles. And we got to use the flames to figure out that the door is over here. So you see these flames face that way, and those flames face that way. So we got to look where the torch is blowing, and we got to basically head in the direction where it's not. I guess the blowing is coming from. Which is fitting, because this level really blows. Of all the levels, this is the most disappointing. The previous level had the really cool encounter with the vampires. The next level has some really cool stuff going on as well, and is really intense. For this to be such a letdown of just like stupid puzzle and maze things like this wind tunnel is just so disappointing. Alright, there we go. So this entire tunnel here is just a time waster, basically. You see, even a little hit from these bats that you can kill in one hit will just wreck you. Just wreck you big time. There is a path where if you do it right, you can actually hit every single one of those guys in one shot. I did it in the previous Let's Play, I swear. The one that, you know, got dumped. But it's pretty cool when you can actually ace 3 of them at once. I think I just did it. It just feels so efficient. It feels, I mean, like a speedrunners would just basically damage boost through this area, like no big deal. But it feels very speedrunner-esque. Alright. Do you hear the waterfall? It gets quiet, it gets loud, and it gets quiet. Remember what the angel said? Go to the area where it's loudest. Hidden passage. This game expects you to read. If you don't read, it punishes you. Alright, so we have heard a lot about these angels and, like, what is going on? Well, we get an answer pretty quickly. There's Kara. She is contained inside of it. Alright, so it's basically surmising what's going on for you. She went down with this creepy hand and said, hey baby, let me paint you. And she was like, okay. And so she goes down with him and gets turned into a painting because he's not a painter, he's a psychopath. And here's a psychopath right now painting. I'm gonna have him paint me. Ishtar, I wonder if you're here to get Kara. Go into this room, my friend. If you solve all the riddles, I'll give back the girl. Yeah, okay, you freaking psychopath. Alright, Ishtar's voice resounds. Learn well the condition of that room. When you've learned it, leave the room. Okay, blue pot, red pot, red pot, red, red, red on the shelf, 2 sconces, a chair, and a table. Blue pot, red pot, blue pot. That's not right. Blue pot, red pot, blue pot. Boop. And if you fail, it literally makes you just repeat this, like, it's quite annoying. Ishtar's voice resounds. Learn well the condition of that room. When you've learned it, leave the room. Red pot, table, green picture, blue picture. Nothing on the walls. Blue pot, Ishtar's voice resounds. Show how it's different from the room before. Right answer. Yep, thank you. Okay, so here's where the game just winds up full board and just tries to kick you. Ishtar's voice resounds. Learn well the condition of that room. When you've learned it, leave the room. Alright, statue, treasure chest. There's an herb in the treasure chest. Alright, that's nice. Herbs are nice. Ishtar's voice resounds. Show how it's different from the room before. Okay. Statue, treasure chest. There's literally nothing different in this room. You have to basically make a leap of faith that whatever's in this chest is entirely different. And it is. And you know what? It's a red jewel. Why is that important? We want all the red jewels. But wait a second. What if you're like, oh my god, I've gotten this far, and I just forget that red jewel. Let me go get it. Womp, womp. That door is already open. There's no need to open it. Yes, there is. I want that red jewel. Nope, you can't. You're host. If you're ever playing this game, if you go out and buy a cartridge in a system, please don't do that. You will be so sad. I have done that before. It is a thing because you just want to back out of the room and get through these stupid puzzles. By the way, the last one is that Will's hair is blowing. Excuse me. It's late, and I've now talked for about 3 hours, which is unfortunate. Alright, here is Ishtar. He painted himself because, I don't know, I solved his stupid riddles. Ishtar, I have been waiting for you. Sprinkle magic powder on the painting and give it a kiss. If you care about her deeply, something will happen, you'll see. I painted a self-portrait. Soon, I will become the painting. You must take care of her. It's like crazy 101 right there. Alright, and we found the magic dust in the crazy guy's room in the basement of this creepy freaking area with emotionless people. Dead inside emotionless people. This is basically Hollywood. And now we're going to use this magic powder to make our girlfriend come back in her head. Oh, you know what I gotta do? No. I made a mistake. Alright, so I kiss the painting, comes out. There's actually a red jewel I missed. After all of that, there's a red jewel I missed. Son of a bee. Yep, Kara's sad because bad things happen. This part, really, she literally just sobs uncontrollably. We're gonna have to likely redo this, which is terrible. I'm gonna cut out all this terribleness and talk to these people really quick on camera for you. And this is, you know, it's a mistake I'm not gonna make again. In the floating city, many houses are built on rafts, hence it being a floating city. Kind of romantic, I like it. Lily will have a birthday when we're in the floating city. Thank you, Lance. Kara looks a little strange. Has something happened to her? Yeah. I think I saw a red jewel in the Angel Village. Thank you, Eric. You're so helpful. If I have to record this a third time because I missed that red jewel, I am going to like / rage quit for the night. Like this, folks, could potentially be the first time in this short history of this channel where I literally am going to put in a clip at the beginning of the episode where I just admit that I am wholly defeated. Okay, I might be okay. Fun fact, enemies don't respawn. Thank the Lord. Because I would have thrown an absolute hissy fit. I'm going to cut this section out, and I will rejoin you guys here shortly. Okay, so we're rejoining back in. This is the room where Kara was. I believe this is the room right here, right next to it, that I skipped right the Christ over that had a red jewel. If I missed that, if I accidentally went to a save area after I left here, I would have to restart this game from scratch. Let me tell you. I literally might lose my mind if that happened. So, thank the Lord that I caught that. I'm going to put a cut in here, and I will rejoin you topside when we start on our way to the next area. It is a floating city. It is called Watermia, and we will do a little bit of lore run through it, talking to some people, meeting some important characters, and soon thereafter going to the next major dungeon, which is one of my personal faves. That will definitely be in the next episode, though. Alright, this seemed like a good time to rejoin. We're going to give our gems to Gem the Jeweler. 27. 27. Let me check my cheat sheet really quick. 27, Angel Village. Perfect. Let me tell you the sadness and regret and woe that would befall me if I screwed that up. I will tell you that no one would ever see it, though, because I would quickly replay this whole game. And it might look like a 1 or 2 week delay in playtime, but you would literally never know. Floating house, built on rafts, person telling about Jewel. We're good to go, let's roll. I think it's very hot in the floating city. Everyone should be careful not to get heat stroke. One of the most unnecessary lines of dialogue in this game. That is my timer, which I've set as a reminder to make sure I hit the correct buttons in certain orders at certain times. But we're going to at least see Watermia before we cut this. Alright, Watermia. We went to the Water City, Watermia, home of cutscenes. A beautiful town with houses built on cutscenes. The townspeople have kindly put us up at a cutscene of young Luke. This is Luke's house. He is a lovable young fisherman who loves cutscenes. I am going out on a long fishing voyage. You can use my house while I'm gone, said Luke. Something that the game missed right there. Watermia is very pretty, but I've heard a terrible rumor. They play games with human lives. Frisia was the same way, but beautiful. Things always seem to have another side. I heard that Lance saw someone in town he knew. Yep. I found something good. Go outside and look behind the house. I feel a little guilty, but the house on this raft gives me an idea for a new invention. When my plane always falls out of the sky, it could fall onto a raft. Kara's diary is secret. Read it? Yup. Month X, Day X. After a long journey, we arrive at the floating city of Watermia. I was parched after the journey, blisters on my feet, but I wrapped them in my handkerchief. Before I would have complained, but I didn't say anything. I think I've changed a little. I'm pleased that I can be so concerned with someone else. I've heard this saying from a villager. If you wish over a lotus leaf on a full moon night, your love will notice you. Good saying. Maybe I'll try it. So, on that bombshell, I think we see how this is going to start to shape up for young Will and Kara, as well as the Lily and Lance. So on that, I think we're going to call it for tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Like us on Facebook, Games Done Slow and Bad. Like us on Twitter, Games_Done_Slow. Follow us for announcements on new multiplayer things and other things we might be doing in the future. Hey, we're in the live stream business now. Normal things. Hit sub. Hit comment. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. What do you want to do next? Like the video. Share the video. Appreciate anything you guys do. You guys are great. I know you have a ton of options when it comes to content online. I'm so happy that you choose, sometimes, to spend that time with me. Thank you. And have a good night.